Welcome back, and it's Rosa Heart. Yep, you work by yourself in the heart. Though it's kind of weird that nothing's in there. And we're playing Cinderella. Knights immediately rush towards me. I back away as far as I can without realizing the throne room. Princess, come quickly, and we will keep you somewhere safe until all dies down. Until all dies down. I raise my sword and stand ready when the knights surround me. I order you to stay out of my way. I apologize, Princess, but we are under our orders from the king. An is not the true king. What did he offer you for all your lordly wealth standards? There is none of your concern. One of the knights moved towards me, and I react only in swiping at him. You might want to put that down before you hurt yourself, Princess. I do not need this exercise. A ant ag on is an aggressing me. One knight rushes me, and my blade confronts with his shoulder. Another approached from me from behind, and I hit him with the back of my sword. The three moved too fast for me, and I felt his blade cut into my shoulder. I hissed at the pain, the singing from the wounds. I'm bleeding. Next time he swings, I just manage to effort him, but then bump into another knight. I'm surrounded. Come with us, Princess. We do not want to hurt you. Too late! No. I feel one of the knight's hands on my shoulder. I attempt to pull away from him, but stop when I hear him scream. The beast stands behind me, eyes narrowing, its mouth gaping wide. A scream escapes my throat. Knights cranes their faces to attack the beast, but and easily swipe them away as it ventures towards me. It's getting closer. I deeply back up. However, my back soon hits the wall, and without nowhere else to go, I stand defeated. Person that Khan had taught me. I hold out my sword and then use it to throw back at the beast, strong claws as it reach out for me. That stance. It talks. Stay away from me. The beast moves towards me and stumbles in place, struggling to hold my ground. I throw the knight's A knight throws his sword. The blade implanted itself to the beast's shore, giving me an opening. The beast's ruined arm flings into my reach and lashes out with my sword, managing to draw blood. Princess, Darn would never create a beast like this. This has to be Sir Mythal's doing. An attack knights catch the beast's attention, and I do not wait. As the beast turns, I raise my sword and manage to slide into the beast's chest. Oh dear. A pained cry echoes from somewhere deep in his throat. I stand back without my sword, which is still stabbing through the creature's heart. The beast collapses to the ground. I stare at it as it raises hands to its chest. The motion reminds me of... Right. It was all a illusion. A glint of light caught my eyes. I freeze as I stare at the ground. I guessed right. Right there, where the blood already pouring around the sword, in the blood beast's chest, in a rose sharp locket. The locket I gave Kalu. Why do you? The beast stares up at me with eyes glaring. Its mouth barely moves. After a few moments, a level comes from the beast's throat as I realize that it's gasping, pain chuckling. Afraid of me? I told you. The beast stares at me, unblinking, but its eyes are already beginning to haze. the way it speaks, the locket that it has. I looked at the locket again, at the blood sleeping breath, the suffer, and soon as I realized, if I told you the reason, you would hate me, Rose, or actually you would be afraid of me. No, no, no. I kneeled down beside the beast. I was wrong. No, no, no. Cthulhu. I climbed the lock to my chest as I kneeled down to the beast. Cthulhu, no, please. I leaned down to listen to his breathing, but there is nothing but silence. Everything around me goes dark. I killed him. There is a sound of footsteps behind me, but they are mute and unpun. Cthulhu, I'm so sorry. Oops. Batted. Ouch. Oh, no. We killed him. We did it. We're horrible people. Stones. Oh, goodness. We're horrible people. Okay, 5, 4. Okay, Robert, chapter 1, chapter 2, roulette. Okay, this one. This is where we choose things. We choose him, skip. That, but actually, well, yeah, let's just go fast forward. Karma, skip, yep. Alright, Karma. Now we'll be watching for the little arrow thing because I didn't have time to look for the thing. Yep. Alright. We'll do anti-slot. Terrible, isn't it? Last time I said it wasn't terrible, and that was wrong. So I know that much because I remember the thing not showing up. So I remember that much. It's terrible. What? Most people don't agree with me. It doesn't not make sense for a witch to cause good curses on you. I guess it doesn't, does it? Thank you, Princess Rose. Why is he thanking me? Still, it feels a bit strange. I'm missing something. I really enjoyed end of his curse. But don't people fall in love with you when you're our woman as well? No, Princess. That love is admirance. Something lust. Yeah, we know. Fast forward. Okay. If I remember right, slapping Rumple didn't give us the thing, so let's stand up for him. No matter how annoyed Rumple is, I don't think he deserves to be abused so much. Besides, Karma does not usually lash out like this. I moved to stand in front of Rumple. Princess? This is pathetic, Karma. I know you're not in the mood for pleasure, but pleasing, but there's no excuse to hurt Karma. Princess, please move. You are acting like a This word, right there, this one. Child. Fine, you're right. I wasn't expecting him to so easy to admit his mistake. I turned to Rumple. I was only standing up for you, Rumple, because karma is annoying me. I looked down at my necklace, but there's no extra piece, so that wasn't a good deed either. Alright, what happened over here? And we know what happens the rest, and Karma's all upset about it. Karma. Oh, nothing, my sweet. I was just showing myself out. Thank you, Princess Rose. Rumple leaves, and I'm left alone with Karma. He stumbles back into his chair. After making sure he won't do rash again, Chen leaves us. I'm sorry, Princess. It appears that I was being a bad child. Yes, you were. Rumple is harmless, and there is no reason for me to act as uncivilized as I did. What would Father think? Father? Oh, it's nothing. But please, if you would, can you give me some time alone? Fine. Yep, and he leaves. Forward! If I remember, we go outside, because we see Karma. Yeah. I can't see why you can't tell her. Just say something. I don't think he gave us anything for the thing last time. Because she's better than me? No, because if you told her and she refused, then it wouldn't be definitely awkward afterwards. You understand, Princess? Of course I understand. I'm not strange. Sure, yeah, that word totally says strange. Nothing else. No, I didn't mean it like that. Don't take offense, Jack. That's just the way she talks. The princess is a forward flower with her petals always curving inwards. What does he even mean? See, if she were Jill, she'd probably know, but I'm just as confused as you are. I don't think so. I don't think anyone understands half of the fluff Karma speaks. It's because I rave her love and dragon into every single of my wounds. The beauty is gems them. But enough our chat. Let's continue our trainings. Yes, let's continue our training. I think Karma liked us having the cupcake. The pearl one. I don't remember though. Let's see if anything happens. No, nothing happens. Yes. Oh, I hit save. Oh no. No. Oh, I know teasing Karma is the right thing here. Well, just to be safe. Yes. Maybe you don't have to get everything right. Okay, fight back was the right thing. We remember that much. I remember that being right. Oh, maybe lips? Yeah, it was lips. Now, I think last time the fighting thing did not work, so fighting back is useless. When I am outnumbered, I have to try to convince them that I am not who they think I am. You are mistaken, sirs. I happened to overhear your conversation and assumed I and some imagine Princess is unreasonable. The kings look at each other. You know, she has a point. She was listening in our conversation. That's clearly suspicious. Did you not hear what I just said? I happened to overhear, nothing more. You were cloaked, as if you're trying to hide your features. Because the knight without a cloak is a sure way to draw attention to a lady such as myself. You know, she has a point. Stop saying that, man. The man there should be no problem with us taking you back to the palace. If we are mistaken, we clearly misunderstand you. Pay your homage. Okay. Come on, let's take her back to the palace. Really? You're going to take me back to the palace anyway? I'm pretty sure he told us to step away from him. I step away from Karma, and Karma's hands fell to my shoulders, and he sighs out. The story better be just as dramatic as mine. Thank you, Rose. For what? For agreeing to listen. Yes. And for what you just did. Stepping away from him. Was I declaring him? Yeah, we know. Once upon a time there was a prince. We know. Oh, we don't remember this one. This time you would make him tell. That one I remembered. I think biting his hand was the right one. Yes, it was. See, I remember most of them. This is amazing. I remember half of them. Yes. Skull him? Yeah, we had to skull him. I was right. Look, yeah, run errands is right. I remember that much. And to give you something? So, no? Okay. Load. Yes. I came to speak with you. I came to give him something, but I also want to speak with haven't been Karma in a while. Why? Because you've been doing everything by yourself lately. You came to complain? No, I wanted to check on you. Princess, can you not read the mood? You have at very least knocked. Oh, I'm sorry, Karma, that I cannot do that because I am trying to get a good ending. Turn point sword at him. Yep. I remembered. Yeah, I want a hug. I remember that much. I remember that one. Thank you. You never needed to thank me, Rose. Wait, yeah, that one's right. Hey, I'm good at remembering. I want to keep practicing. Princess, if you over yourself, Lax will be slower tomorrow. But I'm not as good as Jack and Jill. You sure you won't regard going, Princess? No, so please stop insisting, Irene. I'll go save my father. Carm sighs out and leaned forward to set his hand on my head. Princess, promise to stay behind me if attacked. At any point, it looks like we are not going to make it. Run as fast as you can. That is cowardly. What did I say before? Okay, Load. Yes. I want to talk with you. Yeah, I promise. Why would I be afraid of you? You never done anything to frighten me before. You ain't a frightened person. The only time you ever frighten me is when you like this, when you look like you're in pain, when you keep secrets. The secrets are my own self-desires, but they are to keep you safe too. You are talking in circles. Why won't you just tell me what's going on? Carmen's voice trails off when there's running. So that's a no. No. I couldn't be afraid of you. Okay. Beauty and the Beast. Where did that beast come from? Oh, I did it! I did it! We got something new at chapter 10. High five us! We're the greatest! Where did the beast come from? Nathan may rush me towards him, blah blah blah. Throne room. Princess, come with us, for I know I can't take them all at once. Even knowing that I pull out sword. We've read this. But it's new because they stands behind me. It's back to me. I stand in the shadows and I realize that if I turn around, it could swing at me to the wall just like the other rest of the fiction. But it's just standing there. Together. The beast says nothing more. Though I still feel on edge, there is something odd and familiar about this. Karma told me once it's better to fight back to back. I will trust you for now, whatever you are. I do not know if I understand me, but I can hope. It seems more like human than any kind of animal. Princess, get away from beast. It will. The knights never fight. Finished his sentence as the beast sent him flying through the air. Why is it helping me? Knights fall into dominoes to the beast, but imagine to remain silent when I stroke them with the sword. Even just taking one down is hard. These men have been training for years. Why I still even had the luxury of a year? Getting out of the corner of my eye, I sense movement, a glance of silver, and I hear a gun of sword racing in there. The sword is nowhere near me, but the beast. I am kicked at the wrong knee before one looking at the beast. The overcoming sword comes closer to the beast, firing back, and I know the beast will not be able to dodge it in time. Move! I shove past the creature and catch the knight sword with their own before it can harm the beast. My arms are shaking under the strength of and between our swords. I feel like my arms are going to give out. A flash of light appears so bright that everyone turned blinded. I stumble back, rubbing my eyes from the sound of it. The beast continues to drive back the knights. Most of them shout to each other's retreat. What was that? When I was able to see again, my eyes had just landed on my feet. I stand there in shock. Glass stiflers. I quickly reach up to realize it's no longer there. I completed 3 good deeds. Rose. It knows my name. I look around and realize that the beast and I are alone. The knights have failed. Let it. The beast drove off the rest of them. I feel an approach at my back, and I realize the beast is touching me. My first instinct is to run, but the woods is next paralyzes me. You okay? Even every word sounds breathless and pain, like it takes too much to speak. It's worry about me. I watch in shock as the beast appears to gentle towards my shoes. You did it. I step back, wondering, who are you? The beast reached out, and I see more glitter in the palm of its hand. The rose locket. For a few moments, my heart plummets into my stomach, and my hands begin to quiver. What did you do to Cluflu? The beast shell figure crawls over the locker as it stares at me. Give me. I give the locket to Cluflu. The beast only stares at me for a few moments longer, and then suddenly I realize his words. Nothing more than a pain growl. Do not hold any mana. I give that locket to you. The beast slowly nods. My grasp on my sword loosens as I stare at him in shock, realizing dawn upon me. Cthulhu? Yes. So this is your secret. Why didn't you tell me? I could have hurt you. Cthulhu has another form, a cursed form, and he never told me. Why? As my mind whirls, everything comes together like the pieces of a puzzle. Secrets are secret for a reason, Princess. You should know that. If I could speak of them, I would. But I can't. Rose, I wish I could explain. You would hate me, or actually you would be afraid of me. All those times Cthulhu was clutching at his chest. You were touching your tattoo so many times before, like you were in pain. The beast growls and the sound spreads softly, almost like a sigh. Curse. Then the tattoo was a warning. The first time I saw the tattoo, it was a beautiful rose. The second time, it had more thorns. When the rose became and thorns, did he transform? And he always touched his tattoo when it came too close to me. Cthulhu, you're cursed. Did you not just make others fall in love with you? It stopped you from loving anyone too, didn't you? He meant the woman before, the one who he thought loved him, but it didn't. Is it possible that she saw him in this form and was terrified of him? If you loved anyone, you would turn into a beast. You loved a woman once, but she only loved you because of your curse. The minute you transformed, she was scared of you. Wasn't she? Yes. You sound so painful. The reason Cthulhu had been trying to hide everything from me is because he's scared that I would fear him. This is why beauty had always become so important to him. But the curse cast upon him made him both beautiful and a beast. I wanted you to love me, but no one could love a beast. His words are drawling. It almost sounds like he's being suffocated on the inside without how slowly he speaks. Cthulhu, I never cared much about appearance. People have worn masks on their face their whole entire life around me. Cthulhu, I take a deep breath and face him. I will love you no matter what form you take. I drop my sword to the ground and make my way over him. I rest my cheek on his chest and wrap my arms around him. I love you. The room fills with brightness, but gentle light. It almost feels like I'm bathing in sunlight. For a few moments I forgot my worries. Everything felt blessed and quit my heart fills. Then, a few moments later, I feel warmth around my arms. I love you too, Rose. Aww. When I open my eyes, I still can't see anything, even though I know the light had faded. The dwarf is still there too, but now I feel a wind on my skin, and I realize it's because Cthulhu is hugging me. Not as a beast, but as a man. Did I break his curse? I realize that this is the first time Cthulhu has ever touched me for a long period of time without ever moving away. Technically, I moved my hands, feeling the fabric of his shirt, the warmth, sunburning edge. Cthulhu? Before I can finish my sentence, my lips are sealed. I feel Cthulhu's lips on mine, only briefly, but surely enough to make sure suddenly feel faint. Pulled away from me with a bright smile. I always wanted to do that. Rose, you're blushing. If I could, I would kiss you again, but we have some urgent things to tend to. The realization of sin began to step back into me. My father, Azar, they are still in the throne room. The king! Let's go, Rose. When Cthulhu and I rushed into the throne room, my attention is immediately grabbed by the king calling my name. Rose! He is still bound to the throne. His gag is removed. I rush to the floor. He is alive, and he remembers me. My gaze is drawn to the two men bowing in the base of the throne, the swords locked together in shield. And Francis. Frax. I don't know how to say his name. Friends. What happened here? This is not how you gain power. I know you would be a thorn in my side the moment I contact this pain. Where is Vag? The only one here is me, and I will. Vrags. Ken slips his eyes upon me. Open and small, but it's enough to give out an opportunity he needs. Watch out! Cthulhu is already rushing over to help, but he's too slow. I'm jammed fast before driving his sword into Fred's chest. Oh. No! We jinxed it. Ivan pulls his swords out of France's chest, far enough to then Cthulhu's attack. As Cthulhu drives Arthur away from the throne, I rush to where France has collapsed to the ground. My eyes are already filled with glance. France! I lean over him. There's too much blood. I glance at Arthur. How could you do this to your own son? Anyone in my way meets my sword. Blood does not matter. Princess. I turn back to France in alarm. Tears in my eyes. France, hold on. Don't speak up. You need to conserve your energy. Princess, I'm sorry. France, don't speak. I feel bitter tears in my eyes. I'm sorry. I watch all the life slips away from France's eyes. I put my hand to his chest, feeling his heartbeat, but France's body is still. France! I glance up, sound to see Cthulhu at the far side of the room, struggling to get his feet. Rose, watch out. I turn, but not fast enough. I see him rise air, and I know will reach me before I pick up my sword. The sword falls from Alfred's hands as a bright red ribbon of light twirls around him and drags into far from reach. I turn to see Dolores standing a shot distance away. Jack and Jill and Watson are standing behind me. I'm afraid you're perverted as the king. Spinning, disappointed. Jack and Jill move together, rushing on from the side. I see Conan move in from the other side. Conan leaving. Princess. Austin and Durham rush over to me as they fight continue. Has reclaimed his sword and is trying to rend three swords at once. The king. Austin nods at me. His on Francis' front becomes solemn. He walks off to the throne room while DeLorean kneels beside me. DeLorean. Lauren shakes her head. And that's all I need to know. There is nothing more to be done. We will make sure he is properly honored. But for now, we need to get you out of here. What about Arn? Waiting for us somewhere safe. I could start a show around her that will keep her hidden from view and harm until we return for her. Must we meet to bring the royal family back to Marsh's room first? Not when we miss seeing the king. Besides, plans change when Myth and Beast start rambling in the castle. Princess, I turned at Alistair, who still somehow managed to scream my name in the fact of overwhelming. Princess, we could have worked together. If you were more like your mother, you could have ruled this race beautiful and fear. I flinched back and Dolores hands the rest of my phone, or grasp steady. This is enough. I look up and see the king stopping to stand beside me. To my surprise, the king rests a gentle hand on my shoulder. His eyes soften as he looked at me. Rose, we have a lot to talk about, but right now I have something I must do. I nod, watching the king draw his sword. He munches his way to Alistair. Jack and Jill and Conan step back from where they had forced him to one knee. You are a traitor to lack of any honor, Alistair. You were the one who lacked honor. A rule the people believed his thumb. A ruler must lead his people, not suffering them. The oath as a king is to protect them. You are not a king, Alistair. For your crimes, I find you guilty. An end of revelation. The sin of your crime is death. The king raised his sword, and I turned away before he strikes the sword. There is no sound or scream to follow. I turned once more to see that the king pointed his sword at our chest, but has not killed him. You will stay in prison until the time comes for your trial. Though you might try to rephrase these claims, you will ride a trial to this kingdom, and you will be executed. Armstrong fall. The gaze never leaves his face, not even when the guards seize him and drag him from the room. The king means to send Jack and Jill out of the deal with any knights that are still part of the coup. DeLorean coup. Kaboo with help me move Francis Ball while Wilson tries his best to fulfill the king and most point of their success operation. Everything has died down a little bit. The last hour, but I still feel overwhelmed. I glance at Wilson, the knight and the king who are still speaking. Every time the king sees me, looks at me, his flesh as me uncertain smiles before glancing away. I know he wants to speak with me, but I will talk to him afterwards, after I get Francis' body out of my mind. It was my fault he died, wasn't it? He saw me and stumbled. Hey, princess, what are you doing here? Here, I thought you changed, but you still got Francis in you, don't ya? Many years ago, when the war ended, we all fade with a feeling just like this, princess. We have lost so much, and the future seems so grim. But now it's different. You have a future. You broke your curse, princess. That gives you some kind of hope, and you broke karmas. Memories of Cthulhu's arms around me, of his lips on mine, could fly backwards in the fog to my foggy mind. My heart still feels tight, but a little lighter when I think about him. I wish he was here right now. How did I break Cthulhu's curse? Cthulhu, I didn't think I'll ever get used to his real name. Seems like he hasn't told you yet. I guess it's been pretty hectic. So Cthulhu turned into a beast because he loved me. Well, I guess I could give you the laydown of his curse. Stops the DeLorean. DeLorean has not even started to speak up when Cthulhu runs into the room, gasping as if he's been running throughout the halls. Curse. Are you speaking about my curse? There is no way he heard us talking in the hallway, is there? Even if I feel as a loss of words right now, it seems that you might be talking about me. The princess was just asking me about your curse. Oh, then I was right to come running. And here I was just guessing what you might be talking about. Cthulhu's curse. We based off a tale of the Beauty and the Beast. Cthulhu easily flushes the sentence. Lauren holds up her hand as if to surround. So aiming to steal the spotlight. Well, you talked about me after all. You always told me that your curse was just a beauty curse, though. Well, yes, because the other half was a little different to explain, wasn't it? He has a point, though I think he might have been able to save us all some trouble if he hasn't been so secret about his curse. He really must have been scared that I would shun him. Allow me to explain, Princess. In the fairy tale, a prince of the kingdom is transformed into a beast because his heart was cold as ice. Sounds familiar to certain ice princess, eh? Just turn to light the mood. Actually, in my offense, the prince was 10 years old when that witch knocked on her door. Knock knock. I'm an old lady, let me in. I'm a little boy, I'm 10 years old, and you're a stranger. No. Oh, I don't care if she was beautiful. Even if she wasn't disguised as an old lady and had her true form as a beautiful lady, I would hope the prince would have some knowledge to still say no. You do not say yes to letting a stranger in your house. Or the prince could go, let me ask someone. I'm a little child. You are a stranger. Let me ask, like, one of my maids or something, because I'm not going to deal with this stranger. I'm a child. No offense, I kind of, when I love that movie. I really do. But now that I'm older, I realized, wait a minute. Wasn't he a child when that witch came? Man! Wow! What a horrible person she was. She cursed him. And not just cursed him. She cursed his servants as well. It's like, what do they do? Tell you no as well? Because, my boss told me, well, he's the prince and he's ordered no. So I'm sorry, I can't change my answer. He's the prince. I'm supposed to follow his orders, not yours. Sorry, that's my little rant of today. Cthulhu sighs. I would call Rose something far more flattering, like my sweet beloved. We were talking about your curse. Alright. Well, anyway, the witch who cursed the prince in the tale tells him that he's learned to love and be loved before the petals of the rose completely fall off. A rose? Yes, she gave him a rose, and he keeps it protected under a glass. Some time passed, and the rose continued to wither away. A maiden finds the beast. Eventually the two fall in love. At the end of the tale, she confesses her love to the beast, and he transfers back into human. By confessing, I saved you? But his curse was different from the tale. I know what you are thinking. My curse was something different. It was more completely. The witch made it so that I both Beauty and the Beast. She said it suffered suit me because I was so vain. The witch confessed a very rude about my curse. Any woman who fell for me, in love with me as Beauty, and I would transfer it into a beast. The tower would break, and they would become terrified of me. I doubt Carmen even thought he would break his curse. The love woman fell for him while he was cursed, and he always fake. How could that kind of love hold strength when he turned into a beast if it was never true to begin with? Then you came along, Princess. I bet he just about to give up hope when waiting for you to display the curse on your birthday, but now see, you're both are. But the Ice Princess is love. In love. What a marvel. I turn away embarrassed. It's not a miracle. I'm very glad I met you, Rose. Lady DeLorean words are true, and I just about to give up hope. I never had any hope for breaking my curse. I have thought that the only way to fix it would be to have you dispel it on your birthday. But then I came to know you, and you fell in love, a fairy tale indeed. You started out frowning at everyone and everything. You came a long way, Princess. Congratulations. You turned out to be a pretty okay princess. Thanks, DeLorean. And you turned out to be a pretty okay witch. Gaps, do my ears deceive me? A compliment from our little witch? No, I did not give you a compliment. Your ears do deceive you. You look surprised, but you be a new bearer of our crystal real soon, Princess. I expect good things from you. I don't wanna. Right, I almost forgot about that part. I'll try my best. Yes, another magical proclaim at in big word. What's this word? I don't know. It's too big. Too hard to read. From the Little Witch. Well, the surprise never changed. Before I can snap at DeLorean again, the king awkward enters and comes standing next to us, with Walton by his side. Pardon the interruption. Oh, not at all, Your Majesty. Walton told me that you were cursed, that I forgot about you. Yes. Even if I was by a curse, I felt terrible that such thing could have happened. So I will make it up to you. We can catch up from where we were many, many years ago, and maybe things can be different. I'm sorry. What for? For being the way I was before, for shutting up and her children. Oh, did they bring her back to the Martian? Anna is still here. After the fight was over, she was shown back to her room. She is waiting for Rod and Ems to return. Now, would you maybe be willing to me this story from the beginning? Perhaps I can fill in the gaps, Your Majesty. Cthulhu? The king looks startled when he looked at Cthulhu. He blinks as if he has just noticed his pleasure. Oh, and you are? Cthulhu bows before the king. I am Prince Cthulhu of Bern. A pleasure to finally meet you, Your Majesty. The lost bleeds. King turns to me with a puzzling look. It's a long story. Cthulhu surprised me by wrapping an arm around my shoulders and pulling me closer. Everyone looked shocked except for DeLorean, who looked like she is trying to not laugh. At the princess lover, I feel it's my pride to help her explain this whole mess. I feel my face getting hotter at Cthulhu's sudden program. Their eyes are now on me, and I suddenly feel like hiding myself. Only Cthulhu would so boldly say such a thing. The king looked more shocked than anyone. When did this happen? Well, Your Majesty, I think it's better to start at the beginning. Some time ago, we were about to tell the king everything, saving for where Fagin had disappeared to, but no one was sure where he had gone to all the chaos. The knights searched for him, all ends his veil. A lot exploring had to be done, not just the king, but also to people that had traveled. As soon as everyone has calmed down, Ron and Emily finally came back to the palace. I apologized them best I could and seemed willing to try again with me. And I'm willing to try again as Cthulhu. So you're going back? Are you sure you don't want me to come to Bern with me? Just for a short holiday. I would love nothing more to introduce you to my family. Mother would shower you with gifts. Father will tease you probably. He makes jokes frequently. And Lim, what did you say? Lamb. Did he have pet llama? My brother, llama. What? Your brother's what? Another one. We're Karma and Llama. Did your father do these things on purpose? I told you, he likes jokes. My brother's name is Lance today. I was going to bring you back and introduce you to. And you can tell my little brother how very charming I am. Is it just my imagination, or there a gleam of a compliment in his eyes? As much as I would like to meet your family, you have your own option here, and you need to let your family know what you are safe and alive. But you thought of being separated from you. Herm sighs before he leans down and places a kiss on my forehead. I'll miss you. You won't be gone that long. Love, that's not how you're supposed to react. You're supposed to say, my sweet prince, I will miss you too. Fine. I'll miss you too. You, maybe. Cthulhu raised an eyebrow at me and then smiled. I'll be back for your birthday. I love you, Rose. I love you too, I guess. It has only been a few weeks since Cthulhu has left, but I am impatient. The king has been throwing good dinners every night in preparation for my birthday, but I can hardly comment on anyone else when I am thinking of Cthulhu. I told him about all the small birthday celebrations. I thought he would be here for them. My birthday is only a few days. When will he be coming back? I had tried to make myself busy madly by continuing my sword practice with Jack and Jill, who both rejoined the organization. Every time I am around the knights, I think of Francis. I shall bring new flowers tomorrow. If Cthulhu would just return already, we could go pay our respects together. Hello, Rose, my love, my shine, my beauty, my bonder. Well, that's one way to introduce yourself. Oh, I guess. Cthulhu. I shake my head and try to gather my thoughts. First of all, you did not knock. Second of all, we're not engaged. We're not. We may as well be, don't you think? At the very least, knock before you come in. Still worried I would come in on you middle of you changing. Would you mind so tearing? Yes. It's worth saying though the things to you to see you blush. Why are you even here? His arrival was so sudden, and I absolutely had no time to prepare. Who sighed dramatically. You didn't want me back here? No, I mean, ugh. Did you even write to say you're going to be back today? I just wasn't expecting you. I did say I would be back for your birthday. I'm a man of my word. Should I stay out longer? No, of course not. I grumble as Cthulhu walks towards my bed and grins. He sits down on the bed next to me, wrapping his arms around my waist, pulling me close. I sigh out and lean my head in his shoulder. Is it starting concerned to what I'm used to before? Before, if I was touched by him, he would flinch and turn away from me. Now he's always next to me. His little body seems to relax when I tenderly wrap my arms around him and hug him back. I know I would miss you, but I really was terrible being away from you. But you enjoyed the time with your family? I did. My brother was very frustrated that I spoke about you almost every hour of the day. How could you have that much to say about me? Oh, I felt that I didn't have enough time to list off all your favorite features. Oh dear. I nuzzle him into his arm, but he grins at me. A glance of Cthulhu's pocket catches my eye, and I flip forward when I notice the rose locket. I look at the locket, making me think back to the night when he traveled back to the prince. Lost in thought, are we? I was just noticing the locket you still carry around with you. Of course I do. It has become the most valued possession. He pulls the locket out and pops it open. I'm staring when I see a small sheet of paper with my own words on it. The message to him, it's still there. Cthulhu smiles as he reads the words out loud. A normal rose would have willows, so I offered this one instead. In a heart full of thanks, I said nothing when I look at him. Oh, your cheeks are red again. You're embarrassing. It's adorable, darlings. I'm not embarrassed. I just think that he keeps the words in there, or that they would not mean so much. Yes, of course. You just have rosy cheeks. He paused as he closed the lock again and looked at it fondly. I love the locket because it's the first gift you gave me. He's holding the locket as the beast too. It was half of the reason I recognized him. I jump as Cthulhu gently tapped my nose with his finger. Boop. This locket isn't going anywhere anytime soon, I can assure you. I smile as he winks at me. Anyway, allow me to pull you back into the present. Since I promised you no more secrets, let me tell you something. Oh, Cthulhu looked away at me, his eyes frowned and frustrated, and I frowned. I hope it's nothing serious. I'm nervous about sitting down to dinner with your father tonight. Oh, it's so adorable. You're nervous. Oh my goodness, I started laughing without even meaning to. You're laughing at my pain, princess. Yes, I am. He pulls me closer and kisses the top of my head. But you are too flamboyant to be nervous. I'm confused, princess. Not flamboyant. There's a difference. No, you're flamboyant. Right. Cthulhu's expression grows more sudden. He looked at me almost saddeningly. Rosa, I am sorry about lying to you this whole time. I made myself up to be something beautiful, something I wasn't. I believe I was truly a good person on the inside, and then I deserved good things, even though I was selfish. He already apologized to me before, too many times. Cthulhu, you do not have to apologize. No, that's which was right to curse me. I've always had everything handed to me on a silver platter. When I came to Almond, I believed that if I wasn't going to help break my curse, it wasn't important. And then I met you. At first, I thought I would just have to get on your good side. I could help you display my curse. But then, Rose, I realized I was drawn to your kindness and conversations. But I never admit that I was in love with you. I was scared that I'd transform into a beast and you weren't scared of me. I would lose my chance of winning your heart. So see, Princess, I was selfish. All I wanted without was to give you all me. I look down at where his hands are. I grab his fingers. I told you enough times now that you have nothing to apologize for. But if you insist on apology, maybe you ought to do something to make it up for me. Throwing those words out my lips before I can even think of them, I stopped suddenly, trying to ignore the hot flush in my cheeks. Cthulhu looked at me puzzled for a few moments. I feel timid that I caught him off guard. Then the puzzle looks vague, and Cthulhu grins at me. Oh my, so forward. I open my mouth to apology when he suddenly grabs my hand and tugs me down to bed. No, get off me. The insects taught me in sword fight are quickly overwhelmed by surprise, and in no time he has to be pinned down. And looming above me, smiling. I'm disappointed. Princess, you know my weakness, and didn't even exploit it. Your weakness? Yes. He leans closer and our noses are almost touching. My weakness is you, Rose. He leans down and our lips finally meet. I relax into the context. My early tenses melt away. Warm lips fill throughout my air. Pulls away and smiles. You see, I let my guard down in front of you. I let my guard down in front of him too. And only him. The whole time I wanted to be able to touch him like this. His fingers moved up my arm. He leans down to kiss me again. Alright, that's enough of that. Knock startled both of us. Muffled comes through the door. Princess, tonight you request your presence down the hallway, and that your friend has arrived. Princess? I heard the knock begin to turn and quickly shrugged. Yes, I'll be right there in a minute. I'll let him know, Princess. First the curse and now this. If I was... It is as if world is kind against us. He kissed me once more on the forehead and began slowly sitting up, running a hand through his hair. I caught a meaning look in his eyes and smoothed down my own ruffled hair. Don't worry, Rose, we'll finish this later. How about not? I feel my cheeks fluster. You say such unthoughtful things. Cthulhu chuckles before he stands up and offers his hand. I take it and smile up at him. I love you, Rose, and now I get to say it many times as I like. I love you too, Karma. Cthulhu. I stand up and on my toes and quickly peck him on the lips before heading to the door. Let's go, Cthulhu. Can we be over now? Oh, thank goodness. Now, please hurry through the outtakes because I kind of have red battery warning. 12 o'clock. There he is as a girl. Aw, ain't he good? And there's the time he was dressing up still as a girl. Him undressing with his shirt off. Him kissing my hand. Oh, the memories. Bum, bum, bum. Him covering my eyes. bum, bum, bum. Becoming in and he's shirtless again. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun. His chest is hurting because he's going to be turning into a beast. He's getting on one knee. Will you marry me? No. His wolf form. Ain't he adorable? Aren't ya? You're not that scary. Our kiss. Our lovely kiss. Nothing more. Just a kiss. Dum bum bum. That'd be awesome to play on the piano. And we made it to the end of it, guys. Aren't we delightful? We got the bad ending and the good ending in one episode. Oh, yay! Peace, guys.